Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to another video of solitary scripting. So, quick recap on what happened. So, I believe in the last video, you might have seen that I probably completed the English assignment, and post that, I think I learned about strings, right? No, the English assignment was the last one, yeah. So, I did a simple string problem, and then the English assignment, and yeah. So yesterday I did plan to do, problem number 20, assignment 20 and 21, but I couldn't get to it because good news, I did get the job, the job in tech support that I'd applied for, which is fine for now because I do need it. I do need the money. So I have a couple of things. So financially, it will help me a lot. So that is basically it. So because I got the job, when standard South Indian practices, right? Went to the temple, prayed, uh, felt good, got the job after a very long break. It was quite an effort, not easy to come by. So it certainly made me realize the value of, having a job, right? Even if it's a 9 to 5, a lot of people might ridicule, yeah, this doesn't pay that well, this, that, and all. But you know your situation better than anyone else. So I don't think anyone should let others decide what we need to be doing. Sure, take advice, but yeah, the ultimate decision is up to you, and whatever decision I make, I'm supposed to live with it. So keeping that in mind, I think it's a good decision. However, the other part of the good news is the job will start almost a month later, right? So after a month. So today is 26th January 2024, and it's all close to 7 p.m. I know it's pretty late, but yes, consistency. Even though I missed out yesterday, I want to come back stronger, keep things going, right? So before starting the job, my goal is to get done with the DSA module here. And anyone looking to get into Sharpener, quick tip: if you are going to enroll for Sharpener, I believe today, or if you have inquired about Sharpener, you probably would have received a message. They are fortunately offering a discount on the, if you're a college student and you've gone for Sharpener for colleges, right? They're offering a discount on the Sharpener Plus subscription. So you could get anywhere between 25 to 75% discount. So anyone looking at Sharpener still on the fence, I think it's an amazing deal, right? So there's a lot of value here, and I think you'll find it useful as well. Simple. So I won't ramble anymore. So I'll just leave you guys get back to your work, and you know what? See you in a see you in a few seconds, right? I'll just complete the task assignment and let you know how it was, what I learned, how difficult it was, and all of that. Right? Cool. See you guys in a few seconds. But I'll be taking, probably an hour or 2 hours to solve the problems. But I don't want to keep this video that long. Makes no sense. So yeah, once I'm done with the assignment, I'll be back and I'll let you know. Hey guys, I am back. So I completed the maximum number of words assignment. It was fairly straightforward, but although there was a bit of a catch, right? Even after practicing or coming this far in DSA, I didn't take the most optimized solution. So I just got the brute force solution. I guess I didn't really give it a lot of thought because there were no constraints that I could see. And so I thought I just solved it with the brute force approach that came first to mind, and it went through. But then I actually looked at the hint, and after I submitted, I started thinking about, can I make this better? Can I optimize it better? And I then found out, watching the hint, that there was a much more optimized solution that I should have thought of and submitted instead. But it's fine, what's done is done. Anyways, I'll just reload to show that I got that completed. So what am I up to? 86%, 87, 86%. So as you can see, so minimum requirement for palindrome. That's the next one. So yeah, I'll get done with it, and I'll let you know how it goes. So yeah, about the maximum number of words, it was fairly straightforward. So irrespective of which language you do it in, I think in terms of logic, it was not at all difficult to understand what was being asked. So I think that should be fairly easy for anyone who's at this stage. So yeah, I'll let you know once I'm done with the next assignment, and that will be it for today. So see you guys in a bit. Cool. Hey guys, I'm back. So completed the next assignment as well. It was called what is it called again? Look at this. This is how good my memory is, right? So it was called minimum requirement for palindrome. This was a bit, this was slightly trickier, right? Just a tad bit, because I wasn't able to get the logic as fast. Nonetheless, I think, since I've solved, since I've come this far on sharpness curriculum, right? I think slowly my mind is beginning to, build up that logic, and hence, while looking at the code, I was able to figure out the logic to solve. And yeah, I think there was a 3 hour limit on the assignment on the problem, but I got it down. I understood the logic, and I think it took me roughly an hour to figure it out and submit it. So that was it. So yeah, it's close to 9 p.m. and it's almost 8:45 p.m. So roughly started 2 hours back. As you can see, took me close to 2 hours to solve two problems. Not great at the moment, right? Obviously, in interviews, I won't be getting this much time. Uh, I'll have to significantly improve how quickly I'm able to solve these problems. Nonetheless, I am proud of the fact that kept up. I kept up with the habit of coding. I did miss out yesterday. It certainly feels bad, but it was for a good reason. And yeah, even if it's late, I'm still practicing and I'm still going at it. I've decided that this time around I'm not quitting on web development, and no matter how long it takes, I'm certainly going to reach the finish line. I have a timeline in mind that, by before starting my job towards the end of next month, I'll complete the entire DSA module. So that's what I have in mind. So as you can see, two more problems which will be done tomorrow, and then I get to attempt the FANG Round Zero simulator. Post that, I'll have to start off with the OOPS concepts. After that, there's another DSA test, and post that test, I'll have a mock interview. I think this will be with a senior developer or something. So yeah, this is going to be pretty exciting. I think at this point, I'll truly understand, the gravity of how much I've really grasped in terms of DSA so far. So I think I don't know how things work in case someone doesn't get through the mock interview, like how much of the uh, you know content is reset or whatever, or do they get like two attempts, or how does this work? I'm still unsure. There's OOPS concepts, binary search, and something else. Then there is stacks and queues, linked list, and basic recursion. And post the two mock interviews and three DSA tests that are left, I think will be done. So my goal is to, complete the entire DSA module and hopefully even start off with the web dev module, right? Because I certainly want to 100% commit to finishing the DSA at the very least before starting my job, because I think once the job starts in the initial month, they have mentioned that there'll be training and I'll have to visit the office for training. And given that the office is situated quite far away from where I live, I think traveling alone will eat away 3 hours of my time, and I'll be spending 9 hours in office at the least, right? So 12 to 14 hours of the day, maybe 1 or 2 days, maybe once a week, I might stay back, meeting new colleagues, making friends, whatever. Right. So considering all that, let's say 12 to 14 hours a day are spent just there. I still have to come back home, work out, figure out how to do that. So, and then, study on sharpener. So I think I'll be really pressed for time in the initial month. Post the month of training, I have post the 1 month of training. It's a remote position, so wherein I can comfortably, work from home. That will save me the 3 hours of round trip. So yeah, and as you can see, I'm spending 2 hours on sharpener, right? I want to keep the pace. I want to keep a comfortable pace because in the past I have observed that when I get excited and push myself too much, and solve maybe complete say 3 to 4 tasks or 5 tasks a day, but the next day I end up getting slightly burnt out because I've mentally put too much energy in the previous day, and so I don't practice anything on that day or even the next 2 3 days. So I want to avoid that entire situation, which is why I'm taking it at a steady pace, even if it's a bit slower in the beginning. I am confident that this is the way forward for me. So anyone who's getting into web dev, figure out, I think self-awareness is the most important thing everyone needs to have. So I certainly have become self-aware of the mistakes that I've made and how I can tackle those mistakes. This is one method that I'm trying out right now. And yeah, the plan is, complete the web dev module, then do the backend, with Node.js, and go for the backend placement. That's basically the goal, and we are basically nearing the end of January. So my timeline is by May end. I ideally would like to, complete the backend and be on the placement module, or even complete the placement module, or at least by June I want to complete the placement module. That way, once the placement module is completed, roughly Sharpener as from what I've heard at Sharpener so far, once you're in the placement module and eligible for placements, right, and the ISA is signed at that point, so yeah, they will roughly take me based on how the market condition is. Even in the current situation where there was a recession and everything, people ideally, I think, the longest time that any student has taken to get, any student has got placed in, has been 2 to 3 months, right? So even if I consider 3 months, June will be July, August, maybe by end of September is when I should ideally have a decent job. If market conditions improve, it can happen even within a month. Hopefully that, I feel like that is going to happen, but I want to keep a realistic timeline. So that's what I have planned in mind. I feel like it's quite practical to have uh, the timeline that I have is very practical. It's not too rushed or in any sense. So in the from the web dev module onwards, things will be a bit tougher because DSA is basically just solving problems. But when it comes to web development, it's building out projects and they take a lot of time. So yeah, as you can see, there are 3 hours project, 3 hours test, 3 hours project, and 3 hours test on DSA again. So yeah, I'll figure this out as things go. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you are finding this, informative in some sense. And yeah, like always, do subscribe to the channel or consider subscribing at the very least. If not, if you have any friends or relatives looking to start their journey on web dev or making a career transition, you can share the video with them to help them show that Sharpener as a platform exists, and it could be something that could potentially help them. And yeah, if you have any thoughts on the videos, do leave a comment, and I would appreciate a thumbs up on the videos. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.